I've popped it into the discussion.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, lovely people all around the world. Good evening, all the co-creators. I am very, very pleased to have you online today because I have this crazy passion, and my passion is to rock your world so that you can step into your potential, whatever that means for you, and your true capacity. So who am I? I'm Vladica, and I live in Sweden, traveling all around the world, empowering people and teaching classes. And 90% of my time, I actually teach Access Consciousness classes, bars, foundation, and 3-day body class. But I have also created a specialty 2-day class, which is called Unlock Your Inner Potential, that I will talk about tonight. And I am also launching a book in 2 weeks in Croatia, which is about actually the power and the potency. So 10 years ago, when I created my business, my vision was to go global and contribute to people. And actually, I didn't know exactly how to do it, but I used the tools. And here I am today, 8 years later, doing exactly what was in that vision of mine. So I truly believe that we can all learn and we can all change, and we can, if we practice the tools for living and having a healthy life, relationship, body, we can create actually whatever we desire with the tools. And we can all reach our potential, and your potential is actually your potential. So it doesn't matter where you are right now, as long as you move on and step up and step out and ask for improvement, whatever that is for you. So facilitating classes all over the world and globally, I discovered that there are, what keeps us actually powerless is the unwillingness to receive everything about you, everything about what you be, and the unwillingness many times to step into the creative power and be the leader, the infinite leader of your life. So I actually encourage you to ask a question like, what is my dreams? What powers do I have? And what is my passion? And if it is work, go for it. If it is your family, wonderful, go for it. But never stop from stepping into the power and potency that you have and to actually live it. So tonight I'm going to share some questions with you, and the questions are from Access Consciousness, but I'm also going to talk about the classes that I'll be facilitating in UK. And thank you so much to Sharon Shaw inviting me to Leeds and to Manchester to facilitate the foundation, which is a 4-day class, and a 2-day class, which is called Unlock Your Inner Potential. And for the foundation, you actually need some prereqs, and that is with bars. But for the 2-day class, you don't need any, and everybody is welcome. And it's just your choice and your willingness to be there. So let's start with the question of that you can ask yourself to access for your energies. What generative energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be that will allow me to be the infinite leader I truly be? And what energies am I refusing to be and receive? If I really receive them, it will change everything and manifest as the power and the potency that I truly be. So this is like a taster question from the foundation class. And I don't know how many of you are doing Access here, Access Consciousness, but that class, which is a 4-day class, and I'll be facilitating that in Manchester, is actually designed to give you the tools to change everything in your life. And you will learn a lot of questions, how to use the questions in your in interacting them and integrating them into your daily life. And also you will learn a lot of body processes, because a lot of the stuff that is unlocked for us is many times also in the body. So the tools are pragmatic and amazing, and it is to get clear with the point of views that you have and how you choose. And can you actually imagine what would show up in your life if you do something different? So we talk a lot about the elements of question, choice, possibility, and contribution. And why do we ask so many questions? We do that because the question is to give you the awareness. And when you have that awareness, then you will open the door to possibilities. And every time actually that you ask a question, you activate the quantum entanglements in the universe. And also when you choose a possibility, you do that too. And this is the way you will be able to gift and receive to everybody, including yourself. And what does all of this mean actually? Does it mean that you are, if you unlock and get to get the awareness about the unconscious stuff, are you going to walk around and be happy and laugh 24/7? Well, maybe, but maybe not. What I'm talking about is, and what I would like to say here, it's more the ability to give you the tools so that you can handle anything that comes across your path. Because really, if you are being you, this is the place where you become this potency. And this is what you want to be. You want to use that energy that you have at your disposal, not to actually avoid the energy. Because how much of the energy have you used to avoid the potency of being you? So I'm going to use a clearing here, and everything that is times a gazillion, would you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, but pop, all nice, shorts, and beyonds. And because I heard the founder of Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas, say in a class that the true power and potency is to change anything. And it has nothing to, it's not about controlling people, no. It's not about like, who can I control with this power and potency? Or no, the true power is to always be in the question and ask, what can I change? And that ability to change anything. And then a different world will begin to open up for you and also for other people. And you will be able to perceive and know, be, and receive things that other people cannot not. So the question is, are you really willing to be that power and potency and change anything and anywhere at any time? Okay, I think we have, I have to mute you guys. Let's see here, mute all. Okay, so only if you ask a question, I will open up, but otherwise I will mute you. Cool. Okay, where was I? What did I say? Yeah, I was talking about change and power and potency. So now, and I will run a process here, because this is giving you a taster what the foundation is all about. And later on, I will talk about the 2-day class. So what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the order of getting everything right that keeps you from being actually the chaos of a question, of a choice, of a possibility and contribution that you actually are. Everything that doesn't allow that, times a gazillion, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, but buck, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. And the class that I will be facilitating in Manchester is actually the new foundation, and the new foundation is rewritten. And in that class, we will talk a lot about irrational and rational. And I would like to explain a little bit about what that is, because to access your potency, what irrational choices can you actually make today? Irrational point of view is where you go for something and there is actually no reason, no justification. You just make that choice with no agenda. And irrational is a place of creation where you follow the energy, where you don't have to justify, there are no conclusion, no decisions, and you just function from the question where you will have all that information that you are asking for. And it will also give you much more control, and you can follow the energy of yes and no. I'm not sure how many of you here online are practicing to ask a question, because asking question is the tool to access your power and your potency. And if you learn how to go with your awareness of yes and no, then this is the place where you can access your knowing. So everywhere where you are refusing your knowing, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot of buck, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. And more about the clearing statement, please go online, clearingstatement.com. So what is rational? How many of you are rational here and you are always using your rational mind? Yeah. And, and that is where you are actually trying to define things, you are trying to prove something, how to do something, and defining what you have to create. And when you rationalize things, this is when you go into the resistance and you are trying to find out, why am I choosing this? So please, 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 be more irrational with your choices. And irrational is being the gift and being in the question of possibilities. So until I meet you next time, if it is in a class, please write down, if I was irrational with my business, for example, or with money, or in my relationship, what would I truly choose? So I suggest that as a tool, that you write it down and check what is showing up for you. What kind of answers do you get? Super. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Esther? I will unmute you. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
So you were just talking about the rational, irrational, and I think what I realized is I choose things, I ask questions, I choose things, and it's like irrational because in that moment it feels joy, happy and everything, so it's unlocking that potential. But then I go into the rationality of it, so you know, it's like woo, and then I lock it back in again.
Yes, so what's the value of doing that?
Like,
what are you trying to prove to yourself by doing that?
That I fit in.
Cool. And there is a potency in that too, because it takes a lot of energy actually to squeeze yourself into your little box so that you can fit in. And everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, buck, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. And who does it belong to?
So many other people.
Yeah. It belongs to this reality, and it's fine. I mean, the reality we live in is structured in this way. And with the tools that we have, we can live in this reality and have a lot of fun and step into our creative potency and use the tools to change the energy.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm actually applying for a job, and I know it's lighting up my life. And yet I'm going, you don't have the experience, you don't have this. And I'm like, yes, you do. Of course you have. So it's constantly this rationality, irrationality.
Instead of asking actually, where is the job that will give you everything that you are asking for, the elements of what you desire to have, and what if you don't even have to call it a job, but it will pay you a lot of money.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because, I mean, look at my job. If I call it a job, I don't actually see it as a job, but I'm choosing and stepping into all my creative capacity to create classes all over the world. And the day this is not fun for me anymore, I'm going to choose something different. So when I started my business 2010, I wrote on this piece of paper where I put down all my visions, I wrote down the elements of what do I desire to have in my life, and what is it that I would love to do. And it had nothing to do with a job. I was actually writing down, traveling all around the world, meeting amazing people, seeing beautiful places, expanding, developing, learning, and all of that. And this is and I didn't know how I'm going to do it. I was just asking more and more and more questions, because it's not about the how. You have to be willing to ask what. Yes. What would it take for this amazing possibility to show up, where I can use all my power and all my potency, all my capacities, all my abilities, and get money, be paid for it, more money than I can actually spend. Why not?
And those are what you were talking about, is like demand and desire. And but I'm also aware that I have a demand and desire of the job, but I also don't want to have projections of it. So that I've already closed the deal of what I need from that job.
Yeah, and you have to actually change that.
Yeah.
All the decisions and judgments and conclusions and computations that you have about that job. Because what if you can have a job that is changeable all the time?
Yeah, I can see already. I'm like, oh, if I do this, I probably can do that, this, and da. So I'm already in the future of how fun this could be.
Right. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your question.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So, yes, that was a taster, how it works and how we can ask questions and what the possibilities are in a foundation class. But let me talk about the 2-day class that I will do in Leeds. And I'm really very excited about this class because, as I told you, I'm an Access Consciousness facilitator, but I'm also a certified trainer for something that is called Radical Collaboration. And it is more a development program. And so in this 2-day class, I'm going to use all the pragmatic methods to explore the essential skills for collaborative success. And this class, it's for everyone. You don't need any prereqs, and you will be able to attend online. What you will discover in this class and about yourself, it's from a theory that was created by a psychologist. His name is Will Schutz, and Dr. Will Schutz, he has this theory supported by a very strong base of scientific research. And according to his theory, we all the people want to feel significant, competent, and likable in varying degrees. And all the people have some kind of fear of being ignored, humiliated, or rejected. So actually your belief about your significance and your competence and your likability, as well as your fears about being ignored, humiliated, or rejected, will actually have a great effect on the way you behave, on your energy, and on your potency. Because you will walk around in your life, in this reality, with all your barriers up and with a lot of unconsciousness about your reactions. And then you will always find reasons and justifications why things doesn't work for you. So my target with this 2-day class is to explore actually how and what is it that creates, what is it that impacts our relationship, our money flow, and our body, so that we can, when we get that awareness, we can actually take responsibility for our action. And we can look a little bit of and confront the negative talk. What is it that you are telling yourself every day? How much judgments are you actually putting on your body, and what is going on in your head? So we will look at this, and we will take you to a place where you can unhook your buttons. You know, there are people that can push your buttons just by looking at you. So what if you can change that? Right? We all know that. We can be in the same room with the person. We don't even have to talk to that person, and something is being activated in the body. And then we will walk around and say, oh my God, I feel so angry or powerless. And this is actually all excuses. Because you don't understand and you don't have the awareness about where you have your barriers up, where you get defensive. What is it in your life that creates actually sadness, blame, shame, regret? And how do you actually go beyond that? So for example, I can just give you an example. For example, personally, as a child, my parents were always fighting. I'm raised in a family where they fight about everything, an argument about everything. So what I did was actually, I stopped listening. So I stopped listening, and this I discovered when I took this leadership training, that I did not listen because it was too painful to feel what's going on. So this is one example. Another one was a client. She was so fearful that she didn't communicate it to the people that she loved. So instead, she became aggressive and sarcastic. And what she created was the aggression and sarcasm to avoid to feel and to look at the fear that she was actually feeling. And this is not helpful, because this is the way that we create actually the barriers, and we become defensive. So I don't know what is going on for you when your buttons are being pushed, what your behavior is, or what is happening to you and to your body. But this is a beautiful place to come to this class and to explore and to use the tools so that we can look at what is it that you would like to change, and what kind of freedom would you like to have with your body, and would you be willing actually to break free from the past. I don't know if you have noticed, and maybe you are not doing that, but many people's reality consists of the thoughts that is passing through their minds. And it is many times invented conversation, invented monologues, and they are actually not even aware that they exist. So this is also a possibility for the class, that you can explore how to use the tools to let go of the feelings that puts you into the reaction from the past. Because I don't know about you, but I have a lot of people in classes that have a lot of anger locked into the body. Anger, sadness, frustration, and how much of that is actually creating the parts of your body that you are not happy with. So everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. And how much of the anger that push your buttons, for example, every day makes you feel very stressed? Everything that is, times a gazillion, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. So, this is actually what I will be doing in the 2-day class, and where you will interact and look at all the and play with the tools. So my intention is to end this Zoominar tonight with meditation. But before we do that, I would like to open up for questions. So for any questions you may have, please ask me and I will facilitate you tonight. Anyone?
Vladica, this is Caroline.
Hey,
Hi, can you say a little bit more about obviously I've done quite a lot of access, but I am fascinated by the 2-day class. What kind of tools are you using in the 2-day class that make it very different from anybody that does access? Can you say a little more?
Yes, I'm using the tools from, actually, they are from the Radical Collaboration. And I will, first of all, I will let you know to discover the fire theory that I told you about. And it is I will talk about 2 different zones, 2 different environments and types of behavior. The one is called the red zone and the other one is called the green zone. And in the green zone, that is an environment that we are all asking to be, actually, is to be a contribution, to be in communion, to be in peace with ourselves, to always ask questions. And the red zone environment is a different one. It is where everything is short-termed and where you forget actually to ask the question and to understand where you are right now. And so first of all, we will look at this so that you can recognize where is it that I'm functioning from. And then we will do different type of exercises. Exercises like, you will look at 2 things that was the negative talk from your parents, where you actually said, I will never become like my mom or like my father. I will never do this to my children. And you have all of this reaction actually going on. And this is exactly what you are doing today, but maybe not in the same way as your mom and dad did it, in a different way. So this is also a place where we will go. We will do a couple of exercises where you will get much more awareness about your body and where in your body you have locked feelings and emotions that doesn't allow you to have that freedom to expand. For example, like Esther mentioned, that she is contracting. So we will teach you how to expand and not stay into that contractive zone. And with the questions that I'm going to use questions from Access, of course, because I mean, this is what I am. But walking, talking, Access consciousness. Yes, exactly. And you will also look at the parts, where do I make inclusion? Where am I open about this? So that you can learn your own truth. What is true for me? And where can I say yes and where can I say no? So I will actually, we will do this. I will ask questions, you will write it down, you will work together with the people in the class, interact. You don't have to speak if you don't want to, but I will share different ways of learning how to listen, how to ask questions, how to be totally present, and to be present with when you avoid actually yourself to be present. Yeah, I hope does this explain it?
Yeah, that's great, Vladica. I just wasn't quite sure exactly where it was. That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Vladica?
Yes?
Is there a manual that goes with this class
Yes.
as well for the Unlock Your Inner Potential?
Yes. And I will also talk about how you can use the energy flows. You will learn, we will do a lot of exercises, and how you can understand your own energy lines and how you create that, and also learn tools to actually listen to your own truth. How many lies are we telling ourselves daily? How many lies are we locking into our body? Because of a fear. So when you recognize actually what kind of fear you function from, this is when you will be able to change it for you. And I would like to do an exercise with you, which is from the class, so that you can get a taster of what it is. It's just one exercise, but all of the exercises are very interactive, so we interact with each other. Any other questions?
Vladica, one thing that crossed my mind with this being open to everyone, what kind of benefits do you think this could have in business for people and in corporate world? Having had the versatility of working there as well as working in other areas? Could you say something about that too?
Well, it's not about being open, everything openness about you. It's being open and having no point of view and being able to receive the other person. Because if you are willing and if you have the ability to receive someone, then of course the communication will be much easier. And if you understand yourself, where you go into reaction when somebody is pushing your buttons, you will be able to function from a presence where nothing can actually push your buttons. So this is the difference. And of course, with the collaboration, not only in business, but in your relationship will improve. Because if you actually get what the other person is talking about and you're totally present and you are listening, then you will also be able to deliver what the other person is willing to hear. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, because
Vladica?
Yes.
I just wrote a question.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Should I repeat?
I can read it. Oh, thank you. Okay, here we go. When I'm irrational, sometimes I feel dissipating or wasting my time, my money, etc. Okay, so is that true, or is that just the point of view? Truth, is that true? That you are wasting your money? No, I can't hear you. Can you open up? Yeah.
No, because I enjoy in that moment.
Exactly.
But afterward.
Exactly. And what you enjoy, that will actually bring you more, and it will be a huge contribution to your money flow and to your future. So wherever you are now being irrational about your irrationality, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that energy, please?
Yes.
Wrong, but online shorts, boys and beyonds, because this is what we do many times. We say, oh, I'm wasting my time. How can you waste your time? First of all, the time doesn't exist at all. That's a construction, and we know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of, wow, that was an interesting choice I did. So what can I choose now? And how can I use that to my advantage? And what contribution will that be to my future? And you know, Andrea, also that nothing is linear, right? Yeah. So in 2 years or 1 year or 6 months from now, you will probably get the awareness about the choice that was irrational, which was a contribution to your life and took you where you are today. So how many more irrational choices can you make today that will expand your life, your living, and your future? And everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, part, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Super. So are you all ready to relax and let go? Yes or no? Okay, so let's do an exercise together. Do you all have a piece of paper with you? So if you all take a piece of paper and a pen, cool. You don't have to write right now, but you will probably, I hope to, and I'm asking, what would it take for you to step into your creative capacity and potency after this conversation that we are having tonight, so that you can write down and get a lot of awareness of what's stopping you. So just for a moment, I would like you to recall a recent experience where you became fearful and rigid in your thinking and behavior. Okay. And now, please identify the attitude or the behavior that you exhibited. And now, if you can go back in time and recall, when did you learn this behavior? If you can possibly remember that, if a specific time in your life, maybe it was when you learned it from your parents, or maybe for your friends, or maybe from a colleague, because a lot of our behavior is something that we have learned. And now imagine yourself in this moment where you are right now, in this present moment. You are being now very significant, competent, and likable. So allow these feelings to flow through your body, where you are significant, competent, and likable. Cool. And just for a moment now, imagine the three centers of your body. It is your head, your heart, and your belly. Your belly is what we say, your gut. This is many times where we talk about your power, right? So when we talk about the body, many times I say, as you all know, I'm a yoga teacher also. This is why I'm talking about the centers. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher also. So when we talk about the three centers, we talk about if you have all these centers in balance, then you will have a sense of harmony with yourself and in connection to other people. So now you are present, you are significant, you are competent, and you are likable. And you have recalled the experiences from the past, you have identified the behavior. And now just for a moment, make yourself comfortable. I don't know if you're sitting on a chair like me or you are in bed, it doesn't matter. Just make yourself relaxed. And if you want to close your eyes, you can do that because it will make it much easier for you. So think about the relationship that you would like to improve, or a situation. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but think about it. Just ponder on that situation for a moment. And when you ponder for a moment on that situation and you close your eyes, just notice what is going on in your body when you reflect on that. And it has to be a situation that is quite not working for you, and or a relationship. Okay? So something is going on in your body right now when you think about that. Now, I would like to ask you to close your eyes for a moment and just ask your body to relax, because your body is so clever. So just by asking the body to relax, your body will go into relaxation mode. And just take several deep breaths. Just take a deep breath in and notice, is there any tension in my body right now? Pay attention. And just allow your breathing to become slow, deep, the way your body is breathing. Just breathe. And just put your hand, your left hand, on your belly, on your gut, so that you can sense somehow what is going on with your breathing. Is it in your belly? Is it in your chest? Where is it? And just continue to ask your body to relax. Relax your entire body now. Be aware of your toes. And allow that energy to move. So now move your awareness upwards and focus your attention on each body part as you consciously ask your body to let go of the tension wherever it is in the body. Take your time. And expand and allow the energy to move upwards. And when you finally reach the top of your head, imagine yourself standing at the top of a flight of stairs. And now slowly descend the stairs. Notice that you are becoming more relaxed with each step you take. And when you reach the bottom of the stairs, now expand all your thinking. Ask all that mind of yours to transform into an energy and ask all of that thinking energy that you are no longer using now to transform into a river of cascading energy. Let it flow down from the top of your head to your chest, through your heart. Feel your heart as the energy flows. Feel your chest all the way down into your belly. And then allow it to flow down into your legs and through the soles of your feet. And now allow that energy to flow deep into the ground so that you connect with Mother Earth. Connect with the earth by a giant web of roots. Imagine that energy now creating a stable base that grounds you to the earth, and then let that energy flow back through your feet and legs, back into your belly, because your belly will support your strength, your passion, and your joy. Then allow the energy to flow up through the heart, the place of allowance, of joy, of forgiveness, and move the energy up to the head so that you can achieve the space. And allow that energy to flow up through your crown and into the universe. And notice now your solid connection with the earth and the universe above. And from this place of harmony, you're going to ask yourself 3 questions. So expand in all directions, put down all your barriers even more. If there is any tension, just ask the barriers to move. Expand in all direction, 100,000 miles and more. And ask yourself, what energy can I express here to strengthen this relationship or situation? What feeling do I need to express to strengthen this relationship or situation? And then, with your hand on your belly, ask, what action should I take to strengthen this relationship? And just for a moment, reflect on this. The experience of the exercise, the insight that you may have gained, the awareness. And just notice how your body is feeling. And please remember this feeling. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to have total clarity and total ease with all of this now and for all eternity? Everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, bock, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now you can slowly open up your eyes and to help yourself even more, you can write the experience after the call for a few minutes. And the power of practicing the questions and the exercises of this class is actually that you can treat yourself with excitement, allowance, and joy rather than the judgment. And you will be able to open up for more joy, more gifting and receiving, and consciously change your limiting beliefs and be in touch with your body and its wisdom. Because as a body facilitator, I love bodies and I know how wise our body is. And the more you can connect with the body, the more awareness you will gain and the easier your life will become. So, and now I will open up to get some feedback, and I'm wondering, how was that for you? Andrea? Who would like to?
That,
Sorry.
Yes?
Sorry, I can't get my thing on to to see my face. But thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
That was so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
And I really felt I connected so much with just everything inside. It was just wonderful. I just felt this lovely excitement as well as a relaxation, and and my potency, which I really want to go to your class, but I don't know when it is.
Oh, thank you, Karen. I'm looking forward to see you. So the class will take place in Leeds at the Old Swan, and it will be June 28 and 29. Right, Sharon? No, 29.
29th, 30th. In Harrogate, which is, it's near Leeds, it's in Harrogate.
Sorry, 29 and 30, yes.
In Harrogate.
Yes.
In Harrogate. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Would love to. Lovely. Looking forward to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, that was amazing. Because where I felt it was really sort of like unusual. You know, like when you asked to where I could feel it in, or where we could feel it in the body.
Yes.
And mine was actually across the back of my shoulders.
Cool.
Which was, but it was, yeah, it dissipated, and it was amazing. That was really, really good.
Lovely. So please write down after this, after the Zoom call, what kind of feelings, what kind of emotions are you putting on your shoulders, and who does it belong to, and what is the weight that you are carrying, that if you let go of that will set your body and yourself free. And everything that doesn't allow that times it gets in and destroy and uncreate it all. Right on, good, bad, what, bakom, and shorts, boys and beyonds. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Very beautiful, Vladica. Body was softened, body smiling. Thank you. What can I say? I think it's beyond words. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, I would love to take us to the place where we can be more in touch with the wisdom of the body and let go of the past and let go of that thoughts that we keep repeating every day, to take you to a space where you can create and invite really much more in your life and have a totally different point of view about you and the possibilities that you can create and be in the world. So please remember to ask the question, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be that will allow me to have total clarity and ease? And also the questions that I started to ask in the beginning, where I talked about the power and the potency. And looking forward to see you all. And if you have any questions, please just text me, email me. I will send this recording to all of you, and hope to see you in the class. And if you can't join the class, this is possible to join online. It's a 2-day class. Yes, Andrea?
I just wanted to ask this.
Yes. Yeah, I got that awareness. Yes, it's possible to join online, and we will have a translation in Hungarian, and we will have translation in Hebrew, and of course in other languages. What kind of languages are you asking for? Just let us know. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for tonight, and thank you, and hope to see you all in person. And thank you to my beautiful hosts, Sharon. So for any questions, please call Sharon. Esther? Yeah.
I have put my all my contact details in the chat. So if everybody wants to save the chat, does everybody know how to save the chat?
I guess I have to send a copy of the chat also to all of you.
If everybody looks at the bottom of the chat, there's a little box that says more with an arrow. So if you click on that box, and underneath it'll come up save chat. So if you just click that, it'll save everything that's been put into the chat. It'll save it to your computer.
Super.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Otherwise, I will send it to Sharon in the email.
And I've just saved it as well, so I have it. So if anybody wants to ask me anything, I can access it and send it on to them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vladica, and really look forward to this class. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye.